attained without these states? Nobody. In this way, he gave answer. Then Venerable Sariputta continued questions. In short, his question is this. But how also should the meaning of these statements be regarded? And then Venerable Buddha gave the detailed answers. One day, if the Blessed One had described purification of virtue, Sila Visuddhi, as final cessation without clinging, he would have described what is still accompanied by clinging as final cessation without clinging. If the Blessed One had described purification of mind, purification of view, purification by overcoming doubt, purification by knowledge and vision of what is the path and what is not the path, purification by knowledge and vision of the way, purification by knowledge and vision as final cessation without clinging, he would have described what is still accompanied by clinging as final cessation without clinging. And if final cessation without clinging were to be attained without these states, then an ordinary person, Puthujjana, would have attained final cessation without clinging. For an ordinary person, Puthujjana, is without these states. This is the Venerable Buddha's answer. Then Venerable Buddha explained with a smile his statement. Thus, as to that statement, Bhante, I shall give you a simile. For some wise men understand the meaning of a statement by means of a simile. Suppose that King Pasenadi of Kosala, while living at Savatthi, had some urgent business to settle at Sageda, and that between Savatthi and Sageda, 7 relay chariots were kept ready for him. Then King Pasenadi of Kosala, leaving Savatthi through the inner palace door, will mount the first relay chariot, and by means of the first relay chariot, he will arrive at the second relay chariot. Then he will dismount from the first chariot and mount the second chariot. And by means of the second chariot, he will arrive at the third chariot. By means of the third chariot, he will arrive at the fourth chariot. By means of the fourth chariot, he will arrive at the fifth chariot. By means of the fifth chariot, he will arrive at the sixth chariot. By means of the sixth chariot, he will arrive at the seventh chariot. And by means of the seventh chariot, he will arrive at the inner palace door in Sageda. Then when he had came to the inner palace door, his friends and acquaintances, his kinsmen and relatives, will ask him, Sir, did you come from Savatthi to the inner palace door in Sageda? By means of this relay chariot, how then should King Pasenadi of Kosala answer in order to answer correctly? This is Venerable Buddha's statement. Then Venerable Sariputta replied in this way. In order to answer correctly this statement, also he should answer thus. Here, while living at Savatthi, I had some urgent business to settle at Sageda, In between Savuti and Sageta, 7 relay chariots were kept ready for me. Then having Savuti, and then leaving Savuti through the inner palace door, I mounted the first relay chariot, and by means of the first relay chariot, I arrived at the second relay chariot. Then I dismounted from the first chariot and mounted the second chariot, and by means of the second chariot, I arrived at the third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh chariot. And by means of the seventh chariot, I arrived at the inner palace door in Sageta. In order to answer correctly, he King Personality Gosala, should answer thus. This is the Venerable Sariputta's explanation. Then Venerable Buddha concludes his statement in this way. So do Bhante, purification of virtue, Sila Visuddhi, is for the sake of reaching purification of mind. Purification of virtue, Sila Visuddhi, is for the sake of reaching purification of mind, Citta Visuddhi. Purification of mind, Citta Visuddhi, is for the sake of reaching purification of view, Ditthi Visuddhi. Purification of view, Ditthi Visuddhi, is for the sake of reaching purification by overcoming doubt, Tinkavidrana Visuddhi. Purification by overcoming doubt, Tinkavidrana Visuddhi, is for the sake of reaching purification by knowledge and vision of what is the path and what is not the path, Magga Magga Jnana Darsana Visuddhi. Purification by knowledge and vision of what is the path and what is not the path, Magga Magga Jnana Darsana Visuddhi, is for the sake of reaching purification by knowledge and vision of the way, Patipada Jnana Darsana Visuddhi. Purification by knowledge and vision of the way, Patipada Jnana Darsana Visuddhi, is for the sake of reaching purification by knowledge and vision, Jnana Darsana Visuddhi. Purification by knowledge and vision, Jnana Darsana Visuddhi, is for the sake of reaching final cessation without clinging, Anubhada Parinibbana. It is for the sake of final cessation without clinging that the holy life is lived under the Blessed One in this Buddha's dispensation. This is Venerable Buddha's explanation. Do you want to attain final cessation without clinging? You must renounce first. Okay, how you should practice? We want to explain this a little bit only, not in detail, because in this meditation retreat, some are partially successful, they may understand well. There are 7 types of purification, Visuddhi. 7 Visuddhi. 7 Visuddhis, if you practice thoroughly up to Arhat stage, then we can say you live holy life in this Buddha's dispensation for the sake of final cessation, Anubhada Parinibbana. Number 1 purification is purification of virtue, Sila Visuddhi. Please try to see your paper. For lay devotees, at least you must observe 5 precepts. This is necessary. As a Buddhist, you should not kill to any being. As a Buddhist, you should not steal anything belonging to others. As a Buddhist, you should not do sexual misconduct. As a Buddhist, you must not tell lies. You must not do backbiting. You must not use harsh language. You must not tell useless talks, meaningless talks, frivolous talks. So this is important. But if you get observe more, then you should observe 8 precepts, 9 precepts, 10 precepts, it is better. For bhikkhus and bhikkhunis, samaneras and samaneris, Padimokha restraint, Padimokha samvara sila, this is very important. Without purification of virtue, you cannot attain second stage, purification of mind, Citta Visuddhi. Citta Visuddhi is for the sake of for reaching the another Visuddhi, purification of view. So 7 Visuddhi, 7 purifications are related to each other based on one another. Based on first, second purification, you can attain second purification. Without first purification of virtue, if you practice samatha, you cannot attain any jhana. So purification of virtue is very important. But only Padimokha samvara sila is important. No, there are another silas. Number 2, restraint of sense faculties, indriya samvara sila. How you should restrain? Through these sense faculties, you should not permit any defilements coming through sense faculties. How you should try? You must always put your mind in your meditation object. If you are practicing samatha, you must always put your mind in your samatha meditation object. If you are practicing vipassana, you must always put your mind in your meditation object. Number 3 is purification of livelihood. Your livelihood must be pure. For bhikkhus and bhikkhunis, Buddha prohibited with many Vinaya rules not to do wrong livelihood. In the same way, for lay devotees, you must also not do wrong livelihood. How? For example, if you kill animals and then if you sell, this is wrong livelihood. In the same way, if you steal others' belongings, this is also wrong livelihood. If you do sexual misconduct and then if you gain money, this is also wrong livelihood. If you tell lies and if you gain money, this is also wrong livelihood. If you sell or if you sell any drugs, any weapons, any poison, any animals, any weapons, if you gain money, this is also wrong livelihood. You must not drink alcohol and any drug, but you must not also sell. So as a Buddhist, you must not do this business. If you avoid this such type of business, then we can say you have purification of livelihood. This is important. Number 4 sila is Pichya Sanesita sila, reflecting on the use of requisites. If you use robes, or if you use food, or if you use lodging, if you use medicine, you must always reflect your purpose to cover our body, to protect cold and heat, etc. In this way, Buddha taught how you should reflect while you are using these 4 requisites. But you should learn by heart these formulas, Pati Sankha Yoni, So, Jivaram, Pati Sevami, etc. Very good. If you can reflect always the attachment to your rope, to your food, to your lodging, and to your medicines will slowly decrease. This is number 1 purification. What is number 1 purification? Sila Visuddhi, the purification of virtue. Second purification is Citta Visuddhi, the purification of mind. What is the purification of mind? Citta Visuddhi Nama Sa Upachara Atha Samapattiyo. 8 elements together with excess concentration are called Citta Visuddhi, purification of mind. Why these jhana elements in excess concentrations are called purification of mind, Citta Visuddhi? Now in this meditation retreat, some meditators are successful samatha. They attain some maybe jhanas. While they are entering into jhana, full absorption time, at that time no hindrances are visiting to their mind. Therefore, their mind is purified at that time from different types of defilements, especially hindrances. If hindrances do not visit to their mind is, we can say their mind is temporarily purified. So because of this reason, 8 attainments together with excess concentrations are called Citta Visuddhi, purification of mind. For example, now you are practicing Anapana, Apone, mindfulness of breathing. If you practice systematically, one day when your concentration becomes deeper and deeper, if you can maintain more than 1 hour, 2 hours, etc. on your breath object, the breath becomes nimitta. Nimitta means the breath becomes colorful. The breath coming out from your nose begin with color. What is color? Breath is nothing but a group of small particles called kalabas, subatomic particles only. Before you have enough concentration, you cannot see this breath, but you can feel only. But when your concentration becomes deeper and deeper, at that time you can see the color of your breath. Your breath is a group of small particles, subatomic particles. If you analyze each particle, in each particle there are at least 9 types of materiality, such as earth element, water element, fire element, wind element, color, odor, flavor, nutritive essence, and breathing sound. So altogether there are 9 types of materialities. Among the 9 types there is color. When your concentration becomes deeper and deeper, then you can see the color of a group of small particles. This color only. So nimitta is nothing but the color of your breath only. Why is it called nimitta? The color of breath is called nimitta. Why is it called nimitta? Nimitta is the sign of concentration. This is one meaning. What is the sign of concentration? Before you are practicing Anapana meditation, you cannot see this nimitta. But when your concentration develops, at that time only you can see this nimitta. So this is the sign of nimitta. Another meaning is, when your breath becomes nimitta, you must focus on the nimitta only, not breath. If you can concentrate on your nimitta, then when your concentration becomes deeper and deeper, and if you can maintain your concentration more than 1 hour, 2 hours, etc., then your nimitta will become white nimitta. Again, if you can concentrate on that white nimitta more than 1 hour, 2 hours, etc., then your nimitta will become transparent and bright nimitta. That transparent and bright nimitta is called Padibhaga nimitta, counterpart sign. White nimitta is called Ogaha nimitta, landing sign. Before Ogaha nimitta, at the beginning, if you see your nimitta, usually just like smoking color, that smoking color nimitta is called Parigama nimitta, preliminary sign. If you can concentrate on the nimitta, your concentration develops. So because of this reason, that nimitta is also called the cause of concentration. If you can concentrate on your Anapana Padibhaga nimitta, counterpart sign, when your concentration becomes deeper and deeper, then full absorption will arise. That full absorption is called jhana, concentration. First jhana is second jhana. Second jhana is better than first jhana. Third jhana is better than second jhana. Fourth jhana is better than third jhana. But some meditators, they have different opinions. I investigate a lot of meditators. Between first jhana and second jhana, which is better? Second jhana is better. Why? Oh, there is no vidaka, vichara. Vidaka is obligation, vichara is sustainment. It is not necessary to apply mind on your Padibhaga nimitta again and again. So because of this reason, without effort, mind automatically stick to the nimitta. No obligation, no sustainment. Because of this reason, second jhana is better, they inform me. Then sometimes I ask them, within second jhana and third jhana, which jhana is better? Oh, that jhana is better. Why? In second jhana there is piti, joy, very strong. So because of this reason, mind is not so quiet. But in that jhana, no piti. Because of this reason, only sukha and ekagata, very peaceful and happy feeling. Because of this reason, that jhana is better, they inform me. Sometimes I ask them, that jhana and fourth jhana, which is better? So there are two types of meditators. Some meditators, they give answer, fourth jhana is better. Why? Fourth jhana is very quiet, there is no much, feeling is not clear. Only concentration is very deep and very quiet. So fourth jhana is better. But some meditators, they inform me, that jhana is better. Why? In fourth jhana, no feeling. In that jhana, there is feeling. They like feeling very much. So because of this reason, depending on their previous parami and emphasize. Some meditators like third jhana. Some meditators they like fourth jhana. Again, if we teach formless jhanas, arupa jhanas, many meditators they like arupa jhanas, formless jhanas, because they are more quiet. But here I want to explain is the purification of mind. When they attain their jhana attainments, when they attain to their jhana attainments, at that time their mind is purified. Their mind is free from defilements or hindrances. Because of this reason, their mind is very pure. With the pure mind, if they practice vipassana, they can easily practice. For example, now please pay attention to your body. Your body is composed with small subatomic particles called clusters. Can you see? No. Can you see? No. But Buddha says, Bhikkhus samadhi bhikkhave bhaveta samahito bhikkhve yatha buddham bhajanati. Bhikkhus develop concentration. A bhikkhu who has concentrated mind understands the dhammas as they really are. What does he understand? Idam dukkhanti yatha buddham bhajanati, ayam dukkha samudayoti yatha buddham bhajanati, ayam dukkha nirodhati yatha buddham bhajanati, ayam dukkha nirodha ghamini pratipatthati yatha buddham bhajanati. He understands as it really is. This is the noble truth of suffering. Dukkha sacca. He understands as it really is. This is the noble truth of the origin of suffering, samudaya sacca. He understands as it really is. This is the noble truth of the cessation of suffering, nirodha sacca. He understands as it really is. This is the noble truth of the path leading to the cessation of suffering. Dukkha nirodha ghamini pratipatthati ariya sacca. Therefore, bhikkhus develop concentration.